Welcome back to the Knowledge Graph Best Practices. In this session, we're going to talk about building momentum and educating others about Knowledge Graph and getting support for your project. We're sharing our knowledge and experience because we understand the need is great and that Knowledge Graph technology will affect positive outcomes for data management and ultimately decision making. So just as we're creating awareness, so should you. But a prerequisite is for you to understand the concepts yourself. And a great resource for this is the ebook, Rise of the Knowledge Graph. If you read that, it will very well equip you and arm you to be able to educate others. But when you develop your message, focus on why Knowledge Graph technology is important. The current approach, for example, is use case driven and application centric. The Knowledge Graph technology shifts from that to a data centric paradigm where data is treated as a product. And the Knowledge Graph implementation integrates all of that disparate data and provides a uniform information access layer in, quote, a single pane of glass. With why Knowledge Graph is important is also because users will be able to ask ad hoc questions and unanticipated questions on demand. And also, Knowledge Graph technology delivers content to users in a way that is more conceptual versus a physical data view. And if digital transformation is key to your organization, your Knowledge Graph will play a vital role as an enabler. And by the way, Knowledge Graph technology is not just for humans, but it's really for machines, especially if it's built on those W3C standards, RDF and OWL. The idea is to create large-scale data interoperability and then use that as an enabler for AI and ultimately autonomous systems. But after you develop your message for why Knowledge Graph, you want to explain what Knowledge Graph technology is. At the most simple form, Knowledge Graph consists of knowledge and graph. The graph part is the RDF data. The knowledge part is the web ontology language. That's the part that describes the knowledge model, what things are, how they're related, how they're connected, and the characteristics of those things and their relationships from a knowledge representation point of view. The combination of the data part and the model part, or the RDF and the OWL, yields a schemaless and self-describing data that is easily consumable by humans and machines. After all, we're largely in this predicament because when we first started creating databases, we didn't consider that others might want to use, quote, our data. And we certainly didn't consider how our data might be related to others' data. But the Knowledge Graph approach explicitly assumes that data from different sources is related and that others might want to consume it. To go deeper in these concepts, again, read the Rise of the Knowledge Graph ebook and get yourself equipped to be able to educate and inform others and build momentum. Thank you for listening.